Okay, I think the Hello Chapters is done. Some done beat my arm. It's time for me to go in the house. But I was trying to tell a story. I was talking to my daughter yesterday, and she was saying, "Yeah, Mama, somebody was telling me that I can go on a trip for like $99 or $199. I just had to go look at a show for a couple of hours." And I laughed at her. And I said, "Baby, you don't remember what that kind of deal is?" And she was like, "No, Mama, what is?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, you probably was too little." So when she was about 5 and I was pregnant with the middle one, we went to Gatlinburg. It was our first time up there. We went like every Memorial Day after that, but this was our first time. And we were walking the strip. It's our favorite thing to do, to walk the strip. And when we first started out walking on the strip, the the timeshare people would stop us and be like, "Hey, do you want free tickets to such and such and such and such?" And we was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that might be nice." And then once they started telling us the stuff, I was like, "No, I'm good. I don't got time for that." And then the third person came along, and the timeshare deals got nicer and nicer. The tickets got nicer, so it went from like tickets to Dollywood to maybe tickets to Ripley's Believe It or Not. And then the third person was like, "Well, we'll give you a free week or weekend." I was like, So we got the listening, and then they start saying stuff like addresses and bank accounts, and we ain't share none of that at the time. So we were like, "Nah, it won't work." So I looked at my daughter. My daughter said, "Why do you keep telling them no when that's free tickets, Mama?" And I was like, "Well, actually, they want us to spend 2-3 hours listening about one of their hotels that they got around here, and they're going to take us on a tour. But those 2 or 3 hours is going to take away from your swimming, your amusement park, your time on the strip." By the next person that stopped us, she was like, "No!" The man looked at us and said, "Oh, y'all trained her really well." So how we get 18 years later and she thinking about sitting in a timeshare tour for a trip, when I had trained her when she was 5 to tell them people, "No, she ain't got time." Now all of a sudden, oh, she grown now. So back then we paid for the trips. All she had to do was enjoy. Now she paying for her own trips and she want to go sit at the timeshare. So I'll come back to y'all if she go. I said, "You don't remember that?" She said, "No." "Why did y'all let me scream like that?" I said, "Because you understood the importance of time. And if you let them take up your time trying to sell you some shit that you may or may not use." My parents had a timeshare when I was young, so I know how it worked. Um, you gonna let them talk you into something that you may or may not be able to afford for the next 50 years? Then go ahead, go to the tour and listen. And the tour isn't bad. It works for most people. I just didn't have that kind of time. Plus, my parents had a timeshare, so I didn't need another one. And now I don't got that kind of time either. But if somebody else want to go, I'll go sit through your little timeshare presentation. But I ain't listening to a goddamn thing. And I'm definitely not buying one. But anybody else that want to do it, have at it. But I thought that was funny that she had understood that they were wasting her time to sell her a timeshare to give her some free tickets to something that we probably had already bought tickets to. And now she want to go again. So, by all means, baby, go on to go to the tour and book that vacation and let me know, because I'm coming. Hey, pretty. Hey. They don't normally stay that close when I'm on the porch. I can't believe they still here. They must know that my mind already fucked up. Oh, they almost out of food. That's what that is. They trying to say go to the store, put food on the list. Gotcha. I got to see if I can put on my Walmart list.